Neil Pasricha, You Are Awesome, How to Navigate Change, Wrestle with Failure, and Live an Intentional Life, Book of Awesome series, the In his book, You Are Awesome, Neil Pasricha takes the reader through an exploration of resilience and navigating change. This engaging book offers insights into the power of simple daily practices, like cultivating gratitude and limiting our ambition. Learn how to deal with failure and anxiety by changing the way you perceive life's challenges, including embracing the ellipsis for undiscovered possibilities instead of limiting yourself to absolutes. Transform your life with practical tools for separating your identity from failure, facing the invisible staircase of your future, and finding tranquility in a noisy world. Discover the power of appreciation, trying new experiences, and embracing the lessons gained from setbacks.
The Power of Ellipsis. The ellipsis is more than just a set of punctuation marks used to show a gap in a sentence. It can be a symbol of transition and a catalyst for growth. By viewing change as a beginning rather than an end, individuals can remain stronger internally. The magic lies in doing things simply and easily, which requires effort to strive for as many open options as possible. An MIT study found that closing opportunities makes them more attractive, but using an ellipsis instead of a period can help individuals maintain a future option. Using phrases like "yet" can yield tremendous power in everyday life. By limiting absolutes and embracing the unknown, individuals can open up doors to new experiences and a brighter future. Overcome the spotlight effect. The spotlight effect is the belief that people are paying more attention to you than they actually are. Studies have shown that this self-created fear of judgment contributes to anxiety and perfectionism. However, the reality is that people are too self-involved to notice you. It's important to separate yourself from failures and realize that they do not define you. By shifting the focus away from yourself, you can continue to learn and grow. Embracing life after divorce. Divorce can make individuals feel like failures and believe that their future is uncertain and stagnant. Most people mistakenly assume that they have changed more in the past decade than they would in the future, which researchers call the end of history illusion. However, it is impossible to know how life's staircases will lead in the future, and only trust and perseverance can assure upward progress. Integrating past experiences into personal evolution is crucial to moving forward. A man who experienced divorce used a blog, 1000 Awesome Things, to reflect on gratitude and move past snarky commentary. This change and outlook helped him to establish a happy family life. The power of changing your story. Shame can come from how we perceive ourselves rather than being shamed by others. To overcome shame, you must change the stories you tell yourself. Author Seth Godin shared his experience of realizing he can control the stories he tells himself after reading the book of EST. Refining your focus means determining if you can change your circumstances, or if the issues you encounter are merely narratives you tell yourself. Digging through the layers of your tales can help you find the truth and change the stories you attach to a particular event. Whether it's failing a test or feeling shame from a childhood event, determine the stories you're telling yourself and take control of them. Embrace failure, strengthen resilience. Failure can be a step forward. Baseball legends had the most losses and time in the game. Do what you love, but be ready to handle the work. Strengthen resilience by exposing yourself to new experiences. It's okay to fail, give yourself credit for your effort. Failure, though painful, can help us move forward in life. It means we're trying and taking risks. The most successful people in sports, like Nolan Ryan and Cy Young, have records that reflect the significant amount of time they played in the game, including the most losses and walks. Commencement speeches often tell us to follow our passion, as long as we're prepared to put the work in to make it happen. To strengthen our resilience, it's important to expose ourselves to new experiences, such as attending readings by unknown authors or accepting invitations from strangers. This may feel uncomfortable, but it could lead to meeting people who ignite our passions. Creating a failure budget of $20, for example, to try new foods, or $5,000 to invest in a new podcast, can help us embrace the concept of learning through failure. This mentality of, you win some, you learn some, can also help us give ourselves credit for our efforts and acknowledge what we've learned from our mistakes. It's important to be kind to ourselves and to accept that failure is part of the journey to success. Embracing and learning from our failures humanizes us, making us more trustworthy. Finding mental release. With the rise of no religion and increasing feelings of isolation, people are turning online for community. But where can people go for mental release? While therapy can help address problems, there are simple techniques to clear thoughts and alleviate anxieties. By spending just 2 minutes every morning writing down what to let go, what to be grateful for, and what to focus on, issues can begin to dissipate. In our loud and chaotic world, it's important to find a place for thoughts to clarify, congeal, and release. Research shows that starting the day with positivity leads to significant success in productivity, sales, and creativity. Similarly, writing down 5 things to be grateful for each week makes people happier and healthier within 10 weeks. This technique also cuts down on decision fatigue caused by the complex part of the brain used for decision-making. There are several ways to achieve mental clarity, and it all begins with dedicating a few minutes to let go of what's weighing down and finding gratitude in the present. Grow in a nurturing environment. Instead of competing for limited job opportunities, consider working for less popular companies. When you work in a small pond, your sense of self-regard increases and continues for 10 years even after you leave. This boost in self-worth can lead to abusing your power if not managed accordingly, so it's crucial to be self-aware. By choosing a more nurturing environment to grow, you give yourself a chance to develop your skills steadily. Confidence will increase and you receive recognition and value from your employer, no matter your background. The paradox of productivity. Despite being more productive, Americans are not happier. In his book, The Happiness Equation, Neil Pasricha splits a 168-hour week into 3 buckets: work, sleep, and fun. 2 questions can help you identify what to do with your free time. Will you regret not making the change, and what will you do if you fail? Pasricha advises creating an untouchable day, which allows for uninterrupted focus. However, people may resist unplugging due to concerns, such as a fear of emergencies or difficulty on team vacations. The power of resilience. Resilience lies in always moving forward and making simple decisions, according to Harvard professor Daniel Gilbert. When faced with multiple good options, choose one and claim you had no choice. Conversation should not be win-lose situations, so adjust your explanation until the other person understands. This is empathy in action. The key to making better decisions is to believe you don't have a choice. Avoid second-guessing by keeping choices simple. Ultimately, resilience comes from consistently moving forward and facing life's challenges head-on.
By the end of You Are Awesome, you'll appreciate how to harness the incredible power of resilience and intentional living by understanding and implementing Pasricha's insightful lessons. Learn to use the ellipsis rather than a period, let go of your fear of judgment, and appreciate the idea of an invisible staircase, always trusting that you will continue to change and grow. Embrace the wisdom of seeing failures as essential steps in your life's journey and change the stories you tell yourself in order to find happiness. From engaging in meaningful conversation to creating untouchable days for uninterrupted work and reflection, you'll be able to confidently navigate change, wrestle with failure, and create a better, more intentional life.